Hi, friends. Welcome back to Alice Playworld, bringing some more Heroes of the Storm. Today we're playing Tracer, the brand new hero from Overwatch. Let's get into it.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here.
Welcome to the Infernal Shrines. Enemy team Nova, Vala, Hammer, Tracer, and Nasebo. Friendly team Tracer, Vala, the Butch, Azul, and Hammer. Pretty mirrory, although we do have a better front line. Should be interesting nonetheless. We do have an enemy Nova, so the first time we're going to be picking up is going to be Tracer rounds. Basic attacks reveal enemies for 4 seconds. Let's go ahead and leave a little smiley face on them fellas for saying hi. We'll get on our way here with the Butcher. I should explain, you can only play Tracer if you pre-order the Origins edition of Overwatch, which I had already done, so that's why we got her yesterday. Quite a fun hero. I would not say she's as broken as people think, but I do think she needs a little bit of tuning because her survivability is a little bit annoying. Of course, let's go ahead and go through our abilities. D is a reload. Basically, you see those blue bars underneath our health. Those are ammunition. As soon as those are expended, we got to press D to reload. Or it reloads automatically. We can also reload at any time. We reload also when we mount up or recall. Our E ability is called Recall. Turn to the position you were at 3 seconds ago and we refill your ammo. Our W ability is a melee attack, really close range that does the majority of our damage. And our Q ability, of course, is Blink, which allows us to teleport a short distance. We have 3 charges of that. We are the only hero in the game that starts off with a heroic ability, which is Pulse Bomb. It's a sticker grenade that does quite a bit of damage. And the way we actually obtain that instead of a cooldown is by doing damage. You see that little 21%. The more damage we do, the faster that will charge. And of course, that's where we will go. Let's go ahead and engage right here on this Tracer. Oh, almost hit her with a melee, but she does walk away eventually. And we're able to come in here and clear up. Of course, we gotta keep the Butcher in the mid game, I think, because of the fact that in the mid lane, because of the fact that I'm more used to rotating. I can't really lane that well on my own, especially with a Nova out there. But I will do my best. It looks like the Butcher was a bot there for a second, actually, so that makes sense. So we'll stay in here and soak a little bit of XP for the moment being, of course, keeping an eye on that Nova on the minimap, because she comes here. She's not really a counter Tracer. It's really hard to land several shots on her, but if she opens with a snipe, we are going to have a bad time. So we're going to try to do our best to do a little bit of poke damage here and then keep that Nova at bay. The moment she's gone, she's going to have a really hard time diving this. And I'm just going to come in here for a second, make sure I see that, and jump in here, do as much damage as we can as to the enemy Tracer, and then maybe throw out our grenade right there, unable to really land it on her, but she does take a lot of damage. Go ahead and poke. Jumping one more time. I'm unable to really get the kill there. She does walk away there. Finally, so we're unable to pick up a kill. They do grab our hammer, which is a really big deal now. The altar shrines are spawning within 6 seconds. I'm gonna make sure we relocate here for a second. We're very, very squishy. You can see they're 1400 health. We do have the most health, I think, out of the squishy heroes. Don't quote me on that. That's just something I think might be accurate. But we are very, very squishy. So we got to be very careful with the way we engage, of course. Noah jumping in here. Let's go ahead and engage on her. Do a little bit of poke damage and then back away. Hitting up the healing wall before the shrine. We just want to keep her engaged so she doesn't go after the Butcher. It looks like we achieved that. However, the friendly team already engaging. And we're going to have a hard time engaging this top line as Hammer already in a good position. The enemy Tracer back here. We're going to go ahead and jump on her. Trying to do as much damage as we can. She does back away. If we engage her with less health, we're going to be winning 9 times out of 10. So, because of course the mirror matchup is very intricate. For now, we're going to try to grab some kills up here and keep this Hammer out of position if we can. But I'm taking too much damage from the enemy Hammer, so I'm going to be forced to back away. However, the friendly team catches Nova there. The Butcher's running in now really aggressively. We do have this up, so let's go ahead and jump in. Do as much damage as we can and then teleport out. Trying to keep their focus on me. Looks like finally the friendly team coming in here super aggressively. Let's go ahead and punch him. That's a kill. Double kill on Tracer. Pretty good stuff. By the way, guys, I apologize if you see me rambling a lot during this game. It's because Tracer is one of the hardest heroes, in my opinion, to play while narrating. Normally, when I am playing this game without talking, I am a lot better than you normally see on the videos. Of course, this makes it a little bit more difficult because she has a really high skill cap in the sense that you got to do a lot of stuff. You got to be rotating and blinking and then recalling. And remember where you were, 3 seconds ago. So, I apologize in advance if I make no sense, but I will do my best to return to soak here in the top lane. The next time we're going to be picking up is going to be Untouchable. Is my favorite thing to grab. Takedowns increase your basic attack damage by 2% up to 30%. This bonus our loss on death is basically gathering power on drugs, but I don't think that's going to be feasible. So what we're going to grab is that a health pack, increasing region, globe, and healing fountain healing by 100%. Which is going to keep us in lane a little bit longer. And the reason for that is because with the enemy team, they have a Nova, they have a Hammer. We're going to get poked a lot, so it's not really something that I think we can afford to do. So we're going to come in here, clean this lane. It looks like the enemy team already dealing with that Immortal in the middle. Not much was done, but we did get a significant XP lead, so hopefully we'll be able to get away with this. We do see the enemy Nova up there, and we're going to try to get out because you might try to get us on a snipe. There we go. She misses the second one. and not a big deal though. So we will go ahead and engage. She opened up with a pinning shot. That's why I kept my thing. Let's go ahead and engage one more time. Punch her in the face. Do a ton of damage. And throw the sticky grenade. Unable to land it on her. We do push her back though. Really, really scared. And it looks like she's going to stay there for a second. We are very low, though, so we might as well try to retreat here for a second because, of course, the enemy tracer rotating as well, and that would have been bad. So we reload one more time. Let's go ahead and pick up another talent. I think this one's going to be Jumper or Bullet Time. With this enemy team, let's go Jumper. It's going to use one more Blink Charge, which just translates into more mobility. Let's go ahead and engage on this guy. Trying to poke him severely. Do as much damage as we can. Push him out of the lane. Of course, let Zul grab some of these minions and begin to harass aggressively so we can counteract their effectiveness. In the middle lane, it looks like the Butcher gets taken down, so I'm going to return down there. Trying to soak. I'm going the long way because I don't want to run into Nova in the wilderness and then have to rely on my escapes. So we'll keep our cooldowns up price. It looks like the enemy tracer in the middle lane. This could be a fun engagement. I don't know how her charge rate is with her ultimate, so I will play defensively for now. Just trying to keep the XP lead cut in half. It looks like our hammer going down. Their Nexus is still dead. And the next altar spawning here in a second. We do have the enemy hammer in the bottom lane already in a good spot. We know that Nova's not down here, so if we can jump in here with the Butcher, this could be lethal. It looks like the Butcher not really going for it, though. He lets her go, and that could have been a pick that would have been invaluable. For now, we'll just be happy that we're here and alive with not many deaths. Trying to soak up in a little bit more health if we can. Of course, the enemy tracer doing a little bit of harassment in the top lane. Zul catches her. Let's go ahead and engage on her. She's going to blink back here. We're taking a lot of damage, though, so we're going to be forced back. The Butcher already engaging that way. And we're going to try to jump in here. Good pick for the friendly team. They grab Hammer, and that's 50% of the fight. Although I got to back away. I don't have a healing up for another 14 seconds. Got to be playing very passively if I can. As I am going to go here, gradually, aggressively, and pushing back as we're going to land our Sticky Bomb and do a lot of damage. Just walking away, letting Nova do her thing. 2 seconds till the healing. Well, there we go. Now we'll be back up to full health, and we'll be able to harass the enemy team. Pretty much outplayed here. Let's go ahead and engage on her, do as much damage as we can, and then just teleport away, making sure we don't take too much damage from that Nova, who keeps trying to poke, but for the life of her can't really find out where I'm going. And our job right now is to zone, and the way we're going to zone is by keeping this enemy team engaged on this side. Trying to keep her guessing where we are, trying to keep her from coming our way, and of course, diving hammer. We do pick up yet another immortal. Level 9 to level 8. I think we might as well push with this one, because we might get 10 on the way. And that would be significant, of course. The decoy messing up a little bit there. Normally, you want to make sure you push this guy inside your base. It looks like we're now know the enemy team taking a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and punch the Nazeewa and then blink away into safety. Just doing harassment, letting them know what's up. Level 10, we're going to grab that Sticky Bomb, increasing pulse bomb area, and adds a slow. This might be able to allow us to get a pick on Nova or the enemy tracer. At level 10, we should be shoving this. The friendly team backing up momentarily, which is a little bit of a shame. We have 8 seconds on a recall, which means I don't want to go too aggressive here. And it looks like they are going to save the Immortal, and now they're going to walk away. 2 more seconds. Okay, now I can get away with doing some nonsense. We're going to see if the enemy team walks out of their base. Not really, though. Everybody backing up. So we'll do the same, although we definitely want to engage. Right now, we have the level advantage and the heroic advantage. So it looks like Hammer in a good spot down there. Let's go ahead and defend him. Let's go ahead and engage on this Hammer. He's going to take a lot of damage. As we're going to chase, and that's another kill. Good job on the friendly Zul for catching him. And, of course, Hammer sieging up, doing a ton of damage. Let's rotate here. It looks like the enemy Nova might be nearby, so I will be very careful about my positionings. I need 3 more seconds to heal up, making sure I am not soft enough to get taken down. It looks like Nova and Tracer chasing to the top lane. I'm going to see if I can save the Butcher. He's gone. He's definitely gone. Not much we can do there. He does pick up a kill on the enemy Tracer, but he goes down as well. Oh, no, never mind. I thought he killed Tracer. He did not. He just exploded on his own. The enemy team with a good position here. So all we got right now is just these enemy Vala. Oh, we take a lot of damage. Just continue to poke her as aggressively as we can, and we do pick up yet another kill, trying to stay in the backline. Remember, the enemy Nova nearby, I'm going to kill that wall just so we get a little bit more running space. We're able to get out of here in a moment. Hammer's wisely sieging right there, which means we're going to try to draw them in here if we can. As soon as this guy steps forward, it looks like our Hammer recalling, though, so no ambush today. Let's look at stats. We do have 9,000 damage done, 12,000 for Hammer on our team, 14,000 for the Nova on their team, 11 kills to 6. We haven't died yet, which is what we like to see. 3 killing blows. And that is precisely our job as Tracer. We're going to hunt people down and get those killing blows. That's what we should be doing. Of course, the next shrine up right now in 11 seconds. Let's go ahead and get in position. Hammer already in a good spot, beginning to clear the waves. Nova on the bottom lane is going to be coming this way. And I got to warn him because I really need to wait to see where she comes from. It looks like that's the real Nova, but I can't really chase too much. Let's go ahead and engage on these guys, trying to poke and do as much damage as we can. Of course, keeping them away from our hammer is the #1 priority. It looks like the enemy hammer doing the same as they approach over here. We need the butcher as he's our front line before we go do anything cute. We don't want to get taken down or taken unaware. Looks like hammer going to go ahead and face check that bush. She seems to be fine for now as she sieges up. We're going to do as much damage as you can. Nova gets caught there in the AoE, and that was a pretty big one. Let's see if we can actually get to her. No, she's actually back here. Let's go ahead and leave. We reload. The next time we're going to be picking up is going to be leashing rounds. It's going to heal us whenever we attack, going to give us a little more survivability. Oh, unable to really secure that kill. Although, yeah, we actually picked up Vala as she walked into the bomb, so we'll take that. Let's go ahead and body block those snipes. Not something we can take too many of. At the very least, we'll do that. And as you can see, now that we're leeching rounds, we're going to give us a little bit of healing in the long run, which is going to be pretty good for keeping our survivability up. Of course, that's a Nova Holo decoy. I can't really engage till I have 7 seconds more, so I will go in the lane. Although big pick from the friendly team there to secure that kill. I am just going to punch and try to heal a little bit here in lane, and maybe even jump into this guy. Great use of the mages at the end. Oh, let's click it one more time, and we do pick up the kill on hammer right there as well. The friendly team all of a sudden with a big advantage here. Going aggressively in the Zero. We do shoot him one more time. That's going to be yet another kill, and now hammer chasing that way. It looks like Vala does pick me up. A little bit of damage there with a multi-shot. Not too much, though. And with these healing orbs, we should be able to get back to half health. And now we're going to shove this middle lane. Hopefully get a fort or two. The level advantage at this point. 3 levels. Pretty significant. And let's look at stats. We do have 4 killing blows. 12,000 damage done. 15,000 for Sul. 18,000 for the enemy hammer. 16 kills to 6. And big aggressive engagement right here as the enemy team is completely backed up to their secondary structures. We're going to sit there and just auto-attack this wall to try to charge up our heroic ability. So we're doing a lot of damage. We're also taking a little bit of damage. We want to make sure we spread out. Nova's going to try to snipe us over the wall the moment this goes down, so we got to be very careful. But now, finally, Hammer getting himself in a good spot. Engaging aggressively, and we do pick up the kill on Hammer. Going back here, punching Nova, doing a lot of damage, but we're going to have to back up because we were very much engaged there. Really, really deep. It looks like our friendly Zul finally going down, beginning to retreat. Let's go ahead and leave the stun right there. Picks up a kill on Vala, so I knew they had to walk through it. However, our hammer goes down. Vala doing a good job of multi-shotting. She begins to get chased. If this Tracer wants to come, I will just show her that I'm with her, so she backs away. It looks like we do get, at the very least, some towers. No keep, though. Not today. So now it's going to be our job to sort of return and try to grab some mercenaries. I will suggest precisely that right now. It looks like the Butcher on the top lane. Again, trying to keep the level advantage and keeping the pressure on is significant. I can't tank these guys, so I hope that Vala will join me here and take a little bit of damage. Actually, with the healing, it's actually not that bad. I thought I was going to get a lot more hurt, but we managed to secure those guys. We managed to get the orbs. We'll get the middle lane pushing a little bit. We just clear up this bottom one, if at all possible, and we'll grab that level 16 talent. At this point, we're going to grab, so I wanted to grab a bullet spray there, but that's fine. We'll grab a lock and load it. Activate your reload on the second half. I'll explain how that works. Let me shoot a couple bullets. All right, so now, see that reload bar? If we press it on the blue side, we'll get a little bit of extra damage, and I believe I did it. So you'll see that we actually hit critical hitting, which is really cool, but also really annoying, because now you got to fight. Think about the blink, right? Think about your positioning. Think about who you're shooting, and then, of course, land the active reload as well to get the bonus damage. So it's actually cool talent that I really like. I hope they do more stuff like that. That requires more skill. It's a little bit more micro-intensive, but you can get away with doing a lot of cool stuff with it. So hopefully that'll be something they emulate further on when they design new heroes and whatnot. Looks like a big engagement here in the top lane. Our friendly Butcher taking a lot of damage. He's likely to get taken down. Good Wolfman Evil. We're not in a good spot here. Vala and I were coming for the flank, but it did not look good there at the end. And of course, we do have the next altar. The next shrines are respawning in 16 seconds. We're going to try to rotate and get ourselves in position. Without the Butcher, this is going to be a much more difficult engagement because we don't have a front line. However, the level advantage might allow us, with the help of Zul, to get something going. And Zul's just going to push that bottom lane. I think that's our answer. To be perfectly honest, I think we definitely want to do as much damage as we can. Let's go ahead and engage here on the hammer. And then I'm going to back away here momentarily. We do have this going on. We're going to be able to sticky somebody and try to get out. Ooh, hammer slowed down. Sul begins to chase. Auto attacks, are they possible? It looks like Vala chasing here as well. We're going to do a lot of damage. Pick up the kill on her. And we'll pick up the kill on Tracer as she begins to run away. Double kill for the friendly team. That was huge. And of course, it was really useful to get their hammer out of position, which was incredible. So we're going to actually hit the walls. And the reason why we're doing that, to come steal this healing orb, is because remember, it does actually charge up our heroic ability. So attacking idle things is a pretty good strategy with Tracer as long as you can get away with it. Let's go ahead and just sit here and reload actively and just make sure we pick up some more kills. So we're just going to try to get as many minions as possible for the enemy team can reorganize. You can see there I messed up the reload because there's so much going on, and it's something that's going to happen quite often. You can actually cancel if you are just attacking minions, so you want to do a little bit extra damage. You can reload manually before it expires, but that's just one more piece of thing that you got to be keeping an eye on. So I recommend maybe not doing that. We do pick up yet another immortal, this time bottom lane. Can we get a keep out of this? We do have mercenaries at the exact right time. Whoever did that, great job. This is what you want to do. While the enemy team is going to be occupied defending this bottom push, we're going to have mercs in the top lane doing a lot of damage. Vala poking the butcher. She does wisely retreat, although Sul with an incredible damage right there. Let's go ahead and get on her. Tons of damage. Let's go ahead and put that sticky bomb. It is going to blow him up. And then try to run in the backline against the tank. It looks like we were going to be able to pick up yet another kill. That was a double kill for the friendly team. Tons of damage. We did get chunked quite a little bit from Hammer, but that's quite alright though, because the multi-kills was enough. Hopefully the butcher will stop those. If I try to stop those, I'll just straight up die. So we'll come in here and try to poke a little bit. And of course, wait till a healing orb or two drops, because we're very, very low. We don't have a healer. And all we got going on for us is to try to kill Nova. The moment she steps on the line, there we go. Vala with a great dive and a multi-shot into a Q. Picks up the kill. Let's go ahead and jump on her. Tracer going to go down immediately. We actually pick up the killing blow with a melee. And we're going to walk this into the core. Final stats. 26 kills to 9. We had 8 killing blows, 22,000 hero damage done. Vala with 30,000. Didn't even know 32,000, but it was not enough. Alas, it's going to be Oshiro. Let's go ahead and actually just hit Zero here for a second. Maybe I called it too early. No, we're definitely going to win this, right? Like, there's no way we don't win this. And we were able to pick up a kill there. Not really quite. That was a little greedy. Anyway, my name is Al. I hope you enjoyed this video, as chaotic as it was. And I will see you all next time.